So let me give you a quick stock market update of the things that I've seen this week on the major markets around the world. We will start off with the S&P 500, and what you can see over here is the daily chart, obviously, of that. We've had, let's go backwards. We've not had a fantastic few days, actually, and not only that, we've got this making lower highs and that making higher highs, which remains a bearish issue. However, if we were to draw some kind of trend line with my wobbly hand, well, have we broken it? Possibly to the downside, or we're resting at it. It's hard to tell, but what I can say is we have got some strong downward momentum here, because you can see the solid line moving lower. So I would bet a week ahead, also because we're getting more of a sell-off here. Now, you might say to yourself, well, how bad can this get? Well, imagine we're just at the starting point here. It feels a bit like that, in which case, it can get quite bad. It can drop quite significantly. And if you say, well, okay, can it get better? Yeah, look, there. It might just, that could be it. And then we just go back up. Which way are we on? A bit early to tell at the moment, but one thing which suggests negativity is lower highs whilst the price makes higher highs. So I'm afraid that is slightly bearish. NASDAQ, similar situation, definitely looking more negative there. And also you can see over here as well, that's reflected there. Have we broken the downtrend? No. If you draw a thick enough pencil, then no. Draw it with a thick enough pencil, then no. So you look at the weekly for clues. Well, on the weekly, yeah, that's pretty strong. Okay, so that's not going to turn around anytime soon. Could it be one of these again, where we're here, sort of halfway there, in which case we've got as much to fall as we have done so far. So you might say, well, wait a minute, we're off from about there to here, and I'd be saying, well, you could quite potentially have the same amount to go lower before we get a resumption upwards. That would definitely mean a clear breach of this trend, which in any event looks like it's already broken. So I'm afraid I'm going to say NASDAQ 14,000 looks reasonable. FTSE 100, where are we? Well, it's still sort of rising a bit. So it might not be too bad, the FTSE, as a bet. And there again, is money rotating out of the US into the UK? Could be. I don't want to sort of say that too strongly. Dow, similar kind of story to the others. Looks like it could head lower. Looks like it could head lower. How much lower? Well, we've seen it happen before. And if it could go from here to here, then why can't it go from exactly the same level back to the same level? So let's say potentially Dow 3,400. And that happened pretty quickly, okay? But that looks like a level which, given how often we've been at it, may well be one we hit again. What does the weekly tell us? Well, that's a bit more sort of sideways. So, but then if you look at the stochastic, which tends to be a bit premature and a bit more sensitive, that again is pointing south. I don't tend to look at the RSI, just noise. Have a look at my campaignfor1million.com to understand a bit more about the markets more generally. Hope you found that helpful. Thank you very much.